Tradition, I don't know whether they are taken as what do you call wild relatives. I don't call them wild relatives because they are already functional in the civilization, not in wild. And it's just a matter of getting a market to them, and they will preserve it. They will preserve. And yes, and for that, I mean, they go to the forest and bring the bees now to the village, and all the children, the mothers, everybody makes honey, and there's a good value for honey. I sell their honey a kilo for 2,000 rupees if anybody wants. It's there, and they do good quality assessment. Yes. So that's about honey from these 4 species of plants. They are not wild. They are growing in the wild. They can be easily not tamed, marketed. It's just a matter of the people concerned create a market, especially for school children. Just packet them at the source and bring it here. Because one bus comes from this very country village to Colombo every day. And that's adding value. I mean, people have been talking about the economics. Now I show you the real thing, not a hypothetical thing. These are very sweet, nice foods for people in Colombo, children in Colombo to enjoy, just like ice cream or whatever. And that gives an immediate value to their forest. No hypothetical calculations. And the little women and men will protect it. It's just a matter of readjusting how we look at them and just bringing it by bus, and people will buy. Because Colombo children have never eaten, or city children, not even in Colombo, candy, they've never seen or eaten palu bira and mada. Really sweet. And look at this. Now, Dr. Dhanapal, this is Zydeco bee. Just now Mr. Ramdani mentioned, here it is, not only for Avara and Murunga needs this, or the bird. See the sunbird. So Dr. Dhanapal's problem is, he's perhaps living in a too urbanized place, and there are no rotting wooden logs. So they can't breed, there's no habitat, as it properly said. So bring about the habitat. Your Murungas are pollinated and you get a lot of yield out of it. Yes, and that's okay, but our main pollinator, that's Barbara. In fact, in the earlier one, there was a picture of the Barbara pollinating, anyway, I don't want to go, Barbara pollinating the mother. Anyway, this is one of our most important species. They pollinate from cloud forest up to the Horton Plains, up to the sea level. They make an annual migration back and forth. And now, many people encounter them. They go to their normal nesting site. They've been doing it for thousands of years. And suddenly, in recent times, people have problems with them, simply because we interfere with them. They had been living in Dalda Maligawa from the time I knew. There was no incident. Now, Dalda Maligawa is one of the noisiest, busiest, most crowded. No incident, except once. The government decided, Department of Agriculture, which I was working at that time, were responsible. They decided to kill all the bambaras. Because in a week's time, Prince Charles, the Crown Prince of United Kingdom was coming, our former boss was coming. And they killed all the bambaras. What happened? 3 days later, LTT tried to kill the whole Maligaon. You know how people interpret it? You killed the bambaras. That's the curse following you. No Independence Day celebration. These are unmentioned facts, but the facts remain. Remember this. And they did such a crime against bambaras, the biggest pollinator this country ever has, the most versatile, and the repercussions are very dirty and ugly. Well, that's in the sea level, the same, not the same, but they migrate back and forth. Yes, that's another, they pollinate some of our very valuable species, the Strobilanthes. There's one of the, we have some 20 odd species protecting the watershed, waterways, all the steep slopes. And you need bambaras, pollinate that. And also this is Yakadamarang, again a good predictor of our steeper slopes. They make finest wood. And in fact, at the time, the colonial times, they took this to make carriages, gun carriages for the artilleries. Such a strong wood, all pollinated by barbaras. And yeah, that's what Islamjani mentioned, the xylocopa, pollinating avara. As you said, the Tamil people, they have a tradition of taking avara everywhere they go. And it's wonderful, they provide all the, most of these people are vegetarians. They have to depend on the milk and the beans of avara. Very nutritious. The Sinhalese don't know about it. At least they seem to pretend they don't know. All these are other value additional things. And also we give them this, I said 2,000 rupees a kilo honey. They're all quality certified, that we do it. And in fact, these women have been taught how to do your quality control right at the source itself. They may be living in a kind of a sort of poor looking house, but they're not poor. They're very rich, biodiversity wise. So now we are going to bring some economics into it. I hope it works. And unfortunately, these people should have been invited here. They are one of the pioneer organizations, which I am a member now. Rukrakaganu. They started in 1973. Still the pioneers are there. Founder members are there. Mrs. Tamani Vitarna, Mrs. Irangani Seram Singer, Dr. Chris Panabukov, one of our former directors. He hired me to the department when I was there. They are still functional, and we have a fine arboretum in Dabulla. Maybe the biodiversity section of the ministry should look into this place. This is truly a nice place with all 4 species of honeybees and many other things. This is Dr. Panabukka recently visited us. And perhaps you know this gentleman who succeeded Dr. Dhanapala, Dr. Sumita Besiruvardhana and Dr. Nayakurala and Jai Singh. We took the Panabukka couple there because they found this Rukrakaganu. It's quite a dynamic organization. I think I just request that they should be included in this. And they've been pioneers, the time that we were just undergraduates, already there was Rukrakaganu. Thank you very much.